غرباء 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 غرباء.
And then when your money comes, you have to leave it and go and walk away. They left for 3 weeks and then they came back. They didn't face the enemy. They didn't face the enemy. This was the battle that separated the munafiqeen from the believers. And yet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down Surah At-Tawbah. He sent it down with such anger. He didn't start with the basmala. He didn't start with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Allah went straight into it. Listen to the words of Allah. Listen to the words of Allah Azza wa Jal. Allah Azza wa Jal is speaking to Muhammad. He's speaking to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and he's telling Muhammad, listen to the language. These were the people who went. They showed that they believed in Allah. Their loyalty to, and yet Allah spoke to these people in this language. Listen to what He says. Wallahi, this has to be the hardest verse in the Quran. It's got to be the harshest verse in the Quran. Allah Azza wa Jal says to Muhammad, He says to Kul, He says to me, Muhammad, tell who? Tell the companions. Yani tell Abu Bakr and Umar and tell these men who? Allah is speaking to the greatest men to ever walk the earth. Speaking to the greatest men to ever walk the earth. He says to Kul ya Muhammad, Kul in kana. That tell these men, إن كان آباؤهم وأبناؤهم وإخوانهم وإخوانهم وعشيرتهم وأموال اقترفتموها وتجارة تخشون كسادها ومساكن ترضونها. Tell these men who the greatest men ever walked the earth. Men who gave their life to Allah. He says, you tell them that if their fathers and their brothers and their mothers and their wives and their kids and their families and their businesses and their money and their houses and their cars, if any one of these things, Ya Muhammad, tell them, if any one of these things أحب إليهم is more beloved to them من الله ورسوله وجهاد في سبيله, if any one of these things is more beloved to them than Allah and His Prophet and fighting and striving in the path of Allah, فَتَرَبَّصُوا حَتَّى يَأْتِيَ اللَّهُ بِأَمْرِهِ, then tell them to wait for the punishment of Allah. It's coming to them. This was the language of Allah to the greatest men to walk the earth. Then what's the language of Allah to you and I? What is the language of Allah to you and I, my brothers? These are men who their wives were widowed, their kids were orphaned, their kids were orphaned, their kids were orphaned. Their fathers would leave and come back. One of them, when they left Mecca and they went to Medina, a father and his son, that's all he had. His father was all he had. That was all he had. When the call for jihad came, he left his son and went to jihad. Imagine, all I have is my kid. No mother, no father, no uncle, no nothing, just you and your boy. You leave your kid in Medina and you go to jihad. The people tell him, brother, this is not deen. Brother, this is not Islam. He left his son, went to jihad, never came back. Never came back. Little boy, waiting for the army to come back. Sees the army, runs to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Says to Mada fa'ala abi. Says to, where is my father? Where is my father? Muhammad couldn't look him in the eye, he turns away. He runs around the horse, he says, Ya Rasulullah, Mada fa'ala abi, where is my father? Muhammad turns away. Little boy orphan. Little boy orphan. Muhammad had to get off his horse. He says, so what if I tell you that Muhammad is your father and Aisha is your mother? What can I tell you, bro? They were orphaned. Tell them, oh Muhammad, if their families and their wealth and their businesses is more beloved to them than Allah and His Prophet and fighting in the path of Allah, فَتَرَبَّصُوا حَتَّى يَأْتِيَ اللَّهُ بِأَمْرِهِ, then tell them to wait. This is not a threat. It's definite. Tell them to wait, for the punishment is coming. How does he finish the verse? وَاللَّهُ لَا يَهْدِي الْقَوْمَ الْفَاسِقِينَ. Allah doesn't guide the fasiq. We ask, brother, what's happening? How come I'm not feeling anything? You left your wife for 2 weeks on a 5-star trip and you think Allah owes you something? You think Allah owes you something? Brother, what have we done for Islam? I've been neighbors with someone for 20 years. Have I told them about Allah? Have I told them about Muhammad? Have I? What have you done for Islam? These men who fought and died so that Islam can reach the shores of Lebanon and Syria and Pakistan and India and all of these places, so that you and I can have the honor of saying Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna. What have we done? If the companions dealt with Islam like you and I deal with Islam, Islam would have never left Makkah and Medina, never. Why, I'm Muslim, I'm a companion, let's get back, I have a nice house, nice business, that's it, that's money. I don't need to do anything. No, they gave their life. They gave their life to Allah. When the call for jihad would come, the wife, they would parade. If her husband even thought about staying back, it was humiliation for her. When one of the companions, he was an old man and a crippled leg, an old man and a crippled leg, and 3 of his sons were young, healthy boys. The time for jihad came. The boy said to my father, you have, Allah says in the Quran that you have an excuse, you don't need to come. And we're going to fight. He says, but I really want to go. They said, but you're crippled and you're old. He says, but I really want to go. He said, but... So he goes to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam tells him, you don't need to come. You have a concession. He really wanted to go, but Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, look, khalas. So he took the concession and he comes home. Walks into the house, his wife says, what are you doing here? He said, well, I wanted to go, but Muhammad says I have a concession. So what's she saying? She says, you're scared of fighting, huh? Oh, well, alhamdulillah, Allah gave me, because look, Allah can see, Allah. She says, what's wrong? Are you scared of fighting? Are you a coward? These were our mothers. These were our mothers. She says, what are you, a coward? He grabs his armor and storms out. He grabs his sword and he storms out. He goes to Muhammad. He says to him, I'm going to join the army. He says, but you don't need to come. He says to my Prophet of Allah, I want to walk in paradise with my crippled leg. Don't deny me the honor. He goes and he fights and he dies. With a crippled leg. These were our fathers. These were men. Radiallahu ta'ala anhum wa radu anhum. Allah was pleased with them and they were pleased with them. These are our lives. These are our examples. This is the life that I should be living. I should be contemplating about the words of Allah in this verse. The authentic hadith. I'll stop with this, and I'll send that 20 minutes back. I'll end with this. Maybe something, because maybe now we can appreciate it a little bit more. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam says in the authentic hadith, now we're speaking about da'wah and sharing. He says, وَالَّذِي نَفْسِي بِيَدِهِ وَالَّذِي نَفْسِي. Does Muhammad need to swear by Allah? Does he need to take an oath? This is Sadiq al-Amin. But when he says, وَالَّذِي نَفْسِي بِيَدِهِ, it means listen and listen carefully. He says, وَالَّذِي نَفْسِي بِيَدِهِ لَتَأْمُرُنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَلَتَنْهَوُنَّ عَنِ الْمُنكَرِ. He says, you will enjoy that which is good and you will forbid that which is evil. Meaning you will go out to the people and you will give da'wah. Because if you don't listen to his words, أَوْ لَيُشِكَنَّ اللَّهَ أَنْ يُبْعَثَ عَلَيْكُمْ عِقَابًا مِّنْهُ. Allah will send down a punishment upon you. ثُمَّ تُسْتَجَابُ لَهُ ثُمَّ تَدْعُونَ لَهُ. You will raise your hands to Allah. فَلَا يُسْتَجَابُ لَهُ. Allah will not answer your call. 4 million people in the Haram every single year cry for Palestine, cry for Syria, cry for Burma. Has anything changed? No. Is Allah deaf? Is Allah blind? Allah can't see them? Allah can't hear the 4 million people that cry every year for Syria, Burma, and for Palestine? Allah's deaf? Allah can't see him? Then why hasn't it changed? Because there's a condition that you have to fulfill. There's a requirement that you have to fulfill before Allah can answer your dua. So when I stand there on Arafat, there's a requirement that I need to fulfill, my brothers. What is that? That I give my life to Allah. That I start involving myself in the efforts of da'wah and calling people to Allah and calling people to Muhammad. This is our purpose. كنتم خير أمة أخرجت للناس. You are the best nation. Sent out. Sent where? Sent out. Sent where? Sent out. Not staying at home in your houses. كنتم خير أمة أخرجت للناس. Why? تأمرون بالمعروف وتنهون عن المنكر وتؤمنون بالله. He says you are the best nation sent out to mankind. Why? Because you enjoy that which is good, you forbid that which is evil, and you believe in Allah. I want to ask you something. Don't I need to believe in Allah first and then do good? But Allah is showing you that if you want to believe in Allah, this is what you have to do. Anyway, I don't want to take too long. Every single one of you should be thinking about his life, should be thinking about his death, should be thinking about his akhirah, should be thinking how much have I given to Islam, should be thinking when I stand before Allah, what am I going to present to Allah? Every one of you should be thinking that when I stand on the day of Arafat, what am I asking for? Really, what are you asking for? The wife and your kids that are waiting for you back home, what am I going to ask for? My mother and my father, what am I asking for? These are the things, my brothers. These next 3 days are so vital. Please don't waste them. Please, don't waste them. For Allah's sake, for your sake, don't waste them. You know what? I want to share something personal with you. And every one of you has Tango on his phone, yeah? Everyone has Tango, yeah? We're all looking for Wi-Fi, yeah? I want you to imagine Hoblos is standing Yom al-Qiyamah before Allah, and I'm going to Tango him now. Every one of you ask yourself, picture yourself standing on the day when the breastfeeding mother would throw her child away. The day when a baby, his hair will go grey from the stress of that day. Picture yourself standing on that day and you Tango yourself. Don't ask Allah and His Prophet and the Sheikh. Ask yourself. Say, Hoblos, there's 3 days for Arafat. What do you think I should do with them? I hear there's a good shopping center down the road. You ask yourself, what are you going to say back? Make sure you get me a masbaha with you. Wallah, if you could put your hand through the camera and slap yourself like 3 days, and you're talking to me on Viber, 3 days. Don't ask Ali. You ask yourself, Tango yourself. You're standing there Yom al-Qiyamah, the sun is a mile on top of your heads, people are running around naked, uncircumcised, scared, people don't know where to go, people don't know what to do. Women are throwing their babies, kids' hairs is going grey. Ask yourself, look, I've got 3 days for Arafat, what do you think I should do? This is something I do for myself. Always. If there's something I'm not sure about, literally I Tango myself, Yom al-Qiyamah, what do you reckon, Hoblos? This is the Inshallah.